Hello, my crafty friends. Welcome to a Crafter's Story. Thank you for stopping by. My name is Celeste, and I went on a walk yesterday with my family. Sometimes when the weather's good, and we like to just hop in the car and look for a little bit of a forest trail and just go for a short walk and take our little dog, and she loves it. She absolutely loves it. By the time we get back in the car, she is out like a light and she sleeps all the way home. So anyway, on the walk yesterday, I picked a few little tips of ferns and small leaves, and because I thought it's just these little guys, nothing major. Some of them survived. These little guys wilted overnight, even though I had them in the deep freeze in the Ziploc bag. Doesn't seem like these little guys, I think they just didn't survive. But the other ones, these ones did. And so I'm going to show you how I put these inside a tea bag, and then I put some wax and iron it in. So I've made one just to give you an idea. This is a greeting card that I'm halfway made. Yes, that's what I mean. Anyway, so this is what the result looks like. I have sewn a little bit here, did add a little bit. So I sewed along the edges just to give it a little extra something. And this is now part of a card. So in particular, I like this tea, partly because it's delicious and because they have the most fantastic name. Wink, wink. It's just heavenly. Okay, I'll stop. So they have these nice tea bags, and the square shape is what works for this craft. And so let's get, well, actually one more thing is you're going to need some wax, and I just have this is tea light wax, just these tea lights or any paraffin wax. I did try the beeswax. It's a bit sticky, but it does work. I've done it on this one, so it did work on with beeswax. I also tried, some dried flowers that I bought on Amazon a while back, and they work as well. They just didn't show up as nicely as the little leaves do. And so I'll find a place to use these, but I feel like these guys, I think it's the contrast between the colors that works better. Okay. So you're going to need some wax paper as well. I have a breadboard. Your surface is, as long as you don't, it's going to get a little messy with the wax. So I've got a breadboard. I've got some wax paper. I have a little face cloth here. Let's put this gorgeous tea away, or at least the label. First thing I have to do is to remove, oh, and of course you need an iron, sorry. I have to remove the tea leaves. I've got a little manicure scissors. I'm just going to slip it into the one side. I don't want to go all the way through. Into the one side. Just cut open a little bit of a pocket so that I can dump the leaves. These are great fertilizer in your garden, guys. Don't just so you know. Okay, so I'm gonna, the tea leaves, that is. Okay, so I'm gonna just get as much of this out. If a little bit of the tea leaves stay behind, it's not a train smash. It's fine. Okay, that's enough. Oh, let me show you something that I do as well. When the tea bags are wet, I put them on a piece of paper to dry, and then they stain the paper. These are still very wet, but over time, as you place more and more tea bags on that piece of paper, it gives you this unique stain. And so with this one, I'm going to cut a piece of this off, and I'm going to place it there. I think that'll look quite nice. Just depends on which one I want. I kind of like the purpley bits. I think I'll do that went more to the edge, right? So think about putting your tea bags on paper and then keeping the paper. It really makes a nice addition to your craft projects. So I'll finish that off to be able to show you guys at the end. Okay, I'm going to shake this and get rid of some of these tea bags. Here's my wax paper on my breadboard and my face cloth on top of it. All right, and now I'm going to take one of my little leaves. I wonder how this yellow would show up. I think it might not though. Let's just go with a darker green, because I know that's going to show up. That one's a little bit too big. Just an itsy bitsy bit too big. So I need to take off maybe 2 segments. Yeah, let's take off 2 segments of this little leaf. Just like that. Let me pass these guys to the side. That would look nice too, hey? But I haven't tried that yet. I'm going to just do what I know. Oh, that one's got a little bit of hairiness on it. Gives me goosebumps. I can't touch a peach that has hair on it. I can't do it. I'm just thinking about it, I'm getting goosebumps. It's my silliness. So when we buy peaches, I make my family, whoever's with me, pick it off the shelf and put it, pick it and put it in the baggie in the store, because I won't do it. I can't. I don't know what it is. It's the silliest thing. All right, so I've got my little leaf tucked into the pocket, and I'm going to get some more of my freezer paper. I think actually this is freezer paper, and put that down there. Let me just, this is curling. Stop it from curling quite as much. All right, I'm going to get a little bit of my wax, and you don't need a whole bunch of wax. Don't quite know how to quantify it. Maybe a half a teaspoon of shavings, I guess, just for there. I'll put my tea bag on top, and we'll put a little bit on top of the tea bag. Like this. I think that's probably going to be enough. I didn't plug in. All right, you guys, I'm going to go off and plug in this guy, and it's just a regular steam iron. And before I plug it in, I put it on the kind of between silk. There's a silk wool setting and a linen setting. I put it between the two. I find that if I put it too high, it burns. So I'm just going to plug this in while I talk to you. This iron heats up really fast, so it heats up really fast, and mustn't be too hot. So I've got this on here. I'm being a little bit gentle because I don't want to break the tea bag, and especially if it's going to be a little flower like that, it's more delicate, and I probably would use a tweezer to get that into the tea bag pocket. All right, here we go. I'm going down and just go in one direction just to get some of the melting going here. Excuse me. And press and lift, because I don't want to burn anything. I just want to melt that wax. Okay, I've got some, I think it's a lot of it's melted. It's also seeping out the side here. Oh, I've got a fold. Wait, I've got to get rid of that fold. Oh darn, I've got two folds. Okay, wait, let me see if I can quickly open this up. Don't burn, don't burn, don't burn. Okay, I think if I'm quick, I can flatten that fold. Ouch, burn, 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 don't burn. There's another fold. Gosh, man, stop folding. How on earth did I get a fold? Okay, all right, but I fixed it. It's okay. I have wax everywhere, but it's okay. And I didn't burn, so it's all right as well. It's hot, but it's not that hot. Okie dokie. And it's good that it's not too hot, because you need to take the tea bag off the paper pretty quickly, otherwise it sticks to the paper. And yesterday I thought, oh, I'll let it cool and then I'll take it off, and then it stuck, and I had to iron it to warm it up so that I could get it off. Okay, there it is. And some of the tea leaves, did stay behind, and that's fine. It just adds a little bit of texture, a little bit of color, and I feel like I could add more, because it's as if it's not as transparent. So let's add a little bit more. I wonder if I should add it to the back. Yes, that definitely isn't as transparent. So you could always add. Let's go. Maybe that's enough. And it's going down. Let's get this melted. There we go. I think this might do the trick. Hopefully, we'll see. This is super easy, you guys, and you can make a whole batch in one go and just set them aside and use them later on. Yeah, maybe this, trying to decide which side is better. Let's allow it to dry for a second. I'm risking, what am I risking? Okay, I can do this. I didn't know if I could go directly down on it, but I can. I guess it's paper. Oh, but now I've got wax all over my iron. That was not smart. But you know, I think if I take my iron now with a wax on it and probably just go over something like this, I can clean it off. It's fine. I think it's fine. All right, so there we go. We've got pretty. This one definitely doesn't shine through, I feel like, as much as this one, or is it just me? Yeah, I think it doesn't. Maybe once it's dry. I wonder why that is, eh? Maybe it's just, maybe once it's dry. All right, so I don't want to put too much more wax on, because maybe that's also an issue. But I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to put more wax on. Let's see. No, you know what? I'll make another one. That's what I'll do. I'll just make another one. All right, you guys. So I can't make another one just yet, because these tea bags of mine are not dry. They're taking on gorgeous color. And that may be because I forgot the tea bags in my mug, and by the time I got back to my mug, tea was cold. But that's fine, because it took on all the beautiful color. So once those are dry, I can make some more, and I think I'm going to put one in a frame like this. I think that could look nice, like that. I gave myself some ideas. All right, let me go off and dry those tea bags, and then I can make another one. I found this little guy, and I'm going to try, and I've not done this little leaf before. It's kind of a little delicate, but I think this tea bag is big enough for this little leaf. So I'm going to open the pocket. This was I think it was a black tea, maybe, don't really remember, but I found it in my stash because I got impatient. I thought, I can't wait for those other tea bags to dry. I want to do more. Okay, so I think the little stem is sticking out, but I can clip that off. I think that, there we go. Okay, like that. Let's get a little bit of this, of the wax, maybe just on top, and I can flip it over. Maybe I had too much wax on that other one, because it didn't turn out as nicely as my original, but at least you guys got to see the process, right, of how to do this. And maybe that's just how it goes, you win some, you lose some in this craft, in this type of craft. But I think for the most part it's going to work. All right, so let's get this melted. I think it's working. I think it's working. Oh, let's see. Maybe, oh no, do I have a hair on there? Hope not. No, I don't. Okay, but that's working anyway. All right, I'll just get a little bit more melting going. All right, there we go. I think, oh my gosh, that is cute. That is very cute. I like that a lot. Okay, so sometimes they're going to work and sometimes they're not going to work, and that's okay. I don't actually, let me show you how what did I do? Here's my flashlight. So if I were to put this in a frame that didn't have a white backing, the light would be able to come through and you would still see it. So I think it's still going to be able to, I'm still going to be able to use this, just not maybe on a greeting card because the white background is not working. But if I put it in a backless, so in other words, just glass type frame, I think I can still use it. But this little guy, this little cutie patootie came out really nicely. I'm just going to get rid of some of this on the side. Don't want this wax sitting on the side here. Ta-da! Yeah, that worked. I'm so happy. Okay, so now I have to really wait for those others to dry. Patience is not my crafter's skill. Okay. Okay, you guys, we're all done. I just really love how these colors work together and how this can be a gift and this could be the card for the gift, and you have this sort of themed gift. And honestly, if I was given this gift, I would even frame this once you've read your message inside. So I told you earlier on that I was going to use the tea bag stained paper along the edge here. I decided to use it on the other side as well. Excuse me. I just think that it kind of adds to the theme and it's pretty, and I suppose I could doodle on here, but I just love the marbled effect, and I just want to leave it as is. So there's the inside, and then of course our outside with the tea bag, the little leaf, and the melted wax. And of course, as you can see, if you're careful, you can sew on it. And then this little guy really, really impressed me. It came out beautifully. I definitely need a better frame. I kind of wang-dangled this one to make it work. But if you got one of those frames that has the double glass, I think that probably would work better. But yeah, no, this came out beautifully. I'm going to take a photograph and put it up against a window, and then you can really see the effect. So there you go. If you have tea bags and some leaves, and they don't even have to be dried leaves or dried flowers, just flat, this works perfectly. All right, you guys, thank you so much once again for stopping by and coming to visit with me and coming on one of my crazy craft adventures with my heavenly tea. I'll see you next time. Bye.